Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jules. It's raining outside, so I can't go outside to shoot my. Actually, I can go on the deck. It's kind of like half like wet, so I'm gonna have to be careful here. Anyway, basically, yes, I'm shooting. Is this gonna be my Instagram or my YouTube? Because every day I post on YouTube and Instagram, and if at the very least I post every second day. Um, So yeah, what am I going to talk about today? All right. Well, basically, success is a state of consciousness. If you look at Elon Musk, it's not that he's like super special. He is, but only in this world because of the general state of consciousness of most people. But if you meditate, you will reach his state of consciousness. You will reach his level of success, and then you can do what he does, if not better. The thing is, most people don't meditate. They just kind of have this victim mentality and limiting thinking, limiting beliefs around what they are, what they can do, what they can achieve, instead of Anyway, so, but there's nothing you really have to do to. Oh fuck! It's blowing. The wind's blowing the rain like more like onto the deck. I should be alright. All right. Yeah, so literally, like, and you can do anything. So, and what you do, so this is how it works. You meditate, beliefs come up, or thoughts, basically, and that are believed in, that are identified with, and you become present, you bring it back, and that, if you bring it back while that thought is active, consciously, because it comes from the subconscious, you shine your light of the conscious onto that, and it brings up thoughts, it like drips down like a funnel, it drip, 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 and then, sorry, I'm just, when I like forget what I'm gonna say, I like use filler words and stuff. I'm like, okay, so what I was gonna say is, and I kind of like extend it. Anyway, I'm getting way better with that, by the way. As my consciousness grows, like, it's getting way easier to just like fluently speak, remember what I was saying, stay on track, keep my train of thought, all that good stuff. When you're shooting videos. So basically what happens is you shine the light of your consciousness onto the present moment. Thoughts come up like a funnel, they drip down. They stay there, they're like blocked. It's like a blocked funnel. But then when you are present, it like unlocks it and each thought starts to drop, but they come one at a time. So the thought comes and you bring it back while that thought is active, that single thought, which is like a phrase, a sentence, a word. It could be like a feeling, that comes with a thought. And then, it basically dissolves and it doesn't come back. And you've only got so many of those thoughts. So you get rid of all those thoughts and all you're left with is an unconditioned mind. So you're not thinking the same things, you're not experiencing the same things, you're not, what you believe you see, like you're not going around in circles in your life. Everything's fresh, every moment's new. And it just gets really good. But basically, so you get rid of those thoughts and then you're left with the unconditioned mind, which you can use to manifest anything you want, because the master just focuses on whatever he wants to manifest. He doesn't worry about it. And doubt is just an amount of limiting thoughts as well. It's not like you can doubt it when you're like a master, because you've dissolved all doubt, you've dissolved all fear. So I'm like on my way there. I'm like well and truly on my way to like being successful. Because the outside is a reflection of the inside. So you do the inner work. With meditation is the inner work you have to do to become successful, because it's mastering the mind, the hardest thing you'll ever do on this planet. And I can tell you, it's weird. It's really hard, but when you're over it, you're like, that was so worth it. Like, anyway, but basically, there I go with the fillers. Keep dissolving thoughts, keep finishing thoughts, and then eventually you'll be left with a free mind, because God knows what you want. And what you want becomes your intention becomes your thought becomes your emotion becomes your behavior becomes your life. So, meditation is the hardest thing you'll ever do. back on that track. But it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Yeah, it's the hardest thing because it's mastering the mind. And yeah, so anyway, I think that's. I'm trying to think if I can add more value. I like the analogy of. I've got this idea called the 0 to 1 formula, which can be perceived in two ways, but I'll just explain one and then you can use it vice versa. So I'll just basically 0 to 1 formula. You start at 0. Okay, that's just where you are, your being, and then 1, you go to 1, and that's when you start thinking. You go thinking, but then you bring it back to 1, and you just keep bringing it. Sorry, you bring it back to 0. So from 1, you keep bringing it back to 0, 0, 0, 0, and there's this compulsion to go to 1, to go to 1, to go to 1, and stay in 1. But you got to keep bringing it back to 0, 0, 0, stay in 0, and then you're just present constantly. And then when you think, it's much more powerful because it starts to go, you think of an idea, but then you bring it back before it gets negative, or before it like becomes overthinking, or before it takes over instead of you being in control. So that's the 0 to 1 formula. I like that one. Hope you're doing good, guys. If you're not, that's okay. It's part of your journey. Trust. It'll get better, and when I'm like more successful, I'll be able to help you guys way more. So I do this for me, and I do this for you because I care, because I've been through shit and I know what it feels like to like really struggle. I really know. So I want to do this for you guys so I can help you guys more. And it's the greatest thing you can do. That self-realization or enlightenment or nirvana or realizing the self with the capital S is the greatest service you can render the world. The greatest service you can render the world is your own self-realization. So, why? Because then you're like selfless. There's no self. Self comes from ego, and ego comes from thought. So, when there's no thought, you're selfless, and you're vibrating at such a high level that you just love. And, yeah, you just want to give back. So, and your energy just like heals people. So, have a good one, guys. I hope you just added some value. Hope you got something from it. You're not alone. You're not alone. That people who are awakening are fucking everywhere. They're everywhere, bro. Like, not as much as people who aren't awakening, but there's still like, in a year you'll meet like 5-10 people who are like awakening or already awakened fully. But it's like, it's infinite. So it's like, there's a certain rung you reach where it's like, yeah, that's fully awakened, but then you keep going. It's infinite. So you can reach alien insanity, which is a coined term by Leo Guru, who's the founder of actualize.org. And yeah, that's like the state he's at the moment. There's like enlightenment, there's God realization, there's alien insanity, and it just keeps going. So just go as far as you can, and if you stay on this path, you'll end the suffering of yourself and those around you. Have a good one, guys. Peace.